Hello, it's Dr. J, and welcome back. We are starting a new book today. Yes, and are you ready for what that book is? It's definitely not going to be another 200-page book. I'm definitely going to stay away from those long ones so that we can get through a book, get the nuggets we need, and move on to another book. So, this book is The Compound Effect. Jumpstart your income, your life, your success, the compound effect. And so this was one of the books that really helped me in the industry that I'm in with direct sellings as well as network marketing. And so right now I'm in a company that does both direct selling and network marketing. And so this is for our team, whether you're on my team or not on my team. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Now, there's a special message to open up this book by Tony Robbins. And so if you've been online, on YouTube, you know that at the top of every year, he does his amazing launch that gets him lots of leads to help grow his business. And so I thought it was just befitting to go ahead and start our book and to read that special message to kickstart us before we really actually dig in. So today is just going to be about the special message, and I hope there's something in here for you. So make sure to like, subscribe, and follow me so that you can know when I start reading The Compound Effect again, because I've read it before. There's only 6 chapters in this book. But you're going to like some of these nuggets, okay? All right. So the special message from Tony Robbins reads, during the past 3 decades, I've had the privilege of helping more than 4 million people, and this is old, so he's helped more people since then, create breakthroughs in their lives. I've worked with an immensely diverse group of people, from presidents of countries to prisoners, Olympic athletes and Oscar-winning entertainers, from billionaire entrepreneurs to those just struggling to start their own business. Whether working with a couple fighting to keep their family together or a person in prison searching for a way to change their life from the inside out, my focus has always been on helping people achieve real and sustainable results. You can't do that through a magic pill or secret formula, but only through understanding the real tools, strategies, and science behind what it takes to break through the patterns that defeat so many and achieve a meaningful life. Darren and I both made the decision to take control of our lives at an early age. We searched for answers by seeking out people who were living the kind of life we wanted to live, and then we applied what we learned. It's not really all that surprising that we both cite Jim Rohn as a mentor. Jim was a master at helping people understand the truths, the laws, and the practices that led to real lasting success. Jim taught us that achievement is not about luck. And in case you don't know who I am Dr. J, and I am a 5-time director with pharmacy and 4-time bronze. And so it is not about luck. I can attest to that. It's really a science. Sure, everyone is different, but the same laws of success always apply. You reap what you sow. You can't get out of life what you're not willing to put into it. If you want more love, give more love. If you want greater success, help others achieve more. And when you study and master the science of achievement, you will find the success you desire. Darren Hardy is living proof of this philosophy. He walks the talk. What he shares in his book is based on what has worked in his life and mine as well. This is a guy who has taken simple but profound fundamentals of what it takes to be successful and used those to earn more than $1 million in a year by age 24 and build a company to more than 50 million by age 27. For the past 20 years, his life has been a personal laboratory of study and research on the topic of success. He's used himself as a guinea pig, testing thousands of different ideas, resources, and tools. And through his failings and his triumphs, he's figured out which ideas and strategies have merit and which ones are just plain BS. And you may have found that yourself as well. And that's part of the process. Yay! Congratulations, you aren't the only one. For 16 years, I've crossed paths with Darren, who, as a leader in the personal development industry, has worked closely with hundreds of top writers, speakers, and thought leaders. He has trained tens of thousands of entrepreneurs advised many large companies, and personally mentored dozens of top CEOs and high performance achievers, extracting from them what really matters and what really works and what doesn't. In his role as publisher of Success magazine, Darren sits at the center of the personal development industry. He's interviewed top leaders from Richard Branson to General Colin Powell to Lance Armstrong on a multitude of success topics and drilled down to their best ideas, compiling them all, even a few of mine. He is an all-consuming, sorting, filtering, digesting, analyzing, summarizing, categorizing, itemizing, personal achievement encyclopedia of information. He has culled the clutter and focused on the core fundamentals that matter, fundamentals that you can immediately implement in your life to produce measurable and sustainable results. The compound effect is the operator's manual that teaches you how to own the system, how to control it, master it, and shape it into your needs and desires. Once you do, there is nothing you can't obtain or achieve. The compound effect is based on a principle I've used in my own life and training. That is, your decisions shape your destiny. The future is what you make of it. Little everyday decisions will either take you to the life you desire or to disaster by default. In fact, it's the little decisions that shape our lives. Stray off course by just 2 millimeters and your trajectory changes. What seemed like a tiny, inconsequential decision that can become a mammoth miscalculation. From what to eat and where to work, to the people you spend your time with, to how you spend your afternoon, every choice shapes how you live today, but most importantly, how you live the rest of your life. But the good news is, change is within you. Change is within me. In the same way, a 2 millimeter miscalculation can send you veering wildly off your life course. A mere 2 millimeter readjustment can also bring you back home. The trick is finding the plan, the guide, the map that shows you where that home is, how you get there, how you stay on the path. This book is that dedicated, tangible plan of action. Let it shake up your expectations, eliminate your assumptions, ignite your curiosity, and bring value to your life, starting right now. Take advantage of this book. Use it as a guide to create the life and the success you want, as a tool. If you do this, and if you do all the other things right and keep doing them day in and day out, I know you will experience the best life has to offer. Live with passion. Tony Robbins, entrepreneur, author, and peak performance strategist. Okay, so we're only 8 minutes in, so we're going to go ahead and go with the introduction. This book is about success and what it really takes to earn it. It's time someone told it to you straight. You've been bamboozled for too long. There is no magic bullet, secret formula, or quick fix. You don't make $200,000 a year spending 2 hours a day on the internet, losing 30 pounds in a week, just, scrolling for 2 hours, rubbing 20 years off your face with a cream, fix your love life with a pill, or find lasting success with any other scheme that is too good to be true. It would be great if you could buy your success, buy your fame, buy your self-esteem, buy good relationships, buy health, buy well-being in a nicely clamshelled package at Walmart. But that's not how it works. We are constantly bombarded with increasingly sensational claims to get rich, get fit, get younger, get sexier, all overnight with little effort for only 3 easy payments of $39.95. These repetitive marketing messages have distorted our sense of what it really takes to succeed. We've lost sight of the simple but profound fundamentals of what it takes to be successful. I'm tired of it. I won't sit back and watch these reckless messages derail people any longer. I wrote this book to take you back to basics. I'm going to help you clear the clutter and bring focus to the core fundamentals that matter. You can immediately implement in your life the exercises and time-tested success principles this book contains to produce measurable and sustainable results. I'm going to teach you to harness the power of the compound effect, the operating system that has been running your life for better or worse. Use this system to your advantage, and you truly can revolutionize your life. You have heard you can achieve anything you set your mind to, right? Well, only if you know how. The compound effect is the operator's manual that teaches you how to master the system. When you do, there's nothing you can't obtain or achieve. How do I know that the compound effect is the only process you need for ultimate success? Firstly, I've applied these principles to my own life. Now, I hate it when authors beat their chest about their fame and fortune, but it's important you know I speak from personal experience. I'm offering you living proof, not throw up theory, regurgitated theory. As Anthony Robbins mentioned, I've enjoyed significant success in my business endeavors because I've made it a point to live by the principles you'll read in this book. For the past 20 years, I've been intensely studying success and human achievement. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars testing thousands of different ideas, resources, and philosophies. My personal experience has proven that no matter what you learn or what strategy or tactic you employ, success comes as a result of the operating system of the compound effect. Secondly, for the past 16 years, I have been a leader in the personal development industry. I've worked with respected thought leaders, speakers, and authors. As a speaker and consultant, I've trained tens of thousands of entrepreneurs. I've mentored business leaders, corporate executives, and countless high achievers. From thousands of case studies, I have extracted what works and what doesn't. Thirdly, as publisher of Success Magazine, I sift through thousands of articles, submissions, and books, help choose the experts we feature in the magazine, and review all of our material. Each month, I interview a half dozen top experts on a multitude of success topics and drill down to their best options. All day, every day, I read and filter through an ocean of personal achievement information. Here's my point. When you have such an exhaustive view of this industry and wisdom gained through studying the teachings and best practices of some of the world's most successful people, an amazing clarity emerges. Amazing clarity emerges. The underlying fundamental truths become crystal clear. Having seen it, read it, and heard most all of it, I can no longer be fooled by the latest gamut or self-proclaimed prophet with the newest scientific breakthrough. Nobody can sell me on gimmicks. I have too many reference points. I've gone down too many roads and learned the truth the hard way. As my mentor, the great business philosopher Jim Rohn said, there are no new fundamentals. Truth is not new. It's old. You've got to be a little suspicious of the guy who says, come on over here, I want to show you my manufactured antiques. No, you can't manufacture antiques. What this book is about, with all the unnecessary noise, fat, and fluff removed, thank you, because I do not need another 200-page book, is what really matters. What really works, what half dozen basics, when focused on and mastered, constitute the operating system that can take you to any goal you desire and help you live the life you were meant to live. This book contains those half dozen fundamentals that comprise the operating system called the compound effect. Before we dig in, I have one warning. Earning success is hard. The process is laborious tedious, and sometimes even boring. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. Becoming wealthy, influential, and world-class in your field is slow and audacious. Don't get me wrong, you'll see results in your life from following these steps almost immediately, but if you have an aversion to work, an aversion to discipline, and an aversion to commitment, you're welcome to turn the TV back on and put your hope in the next infomercial, the one touting promises of overnight success if you have access to a major credit card. Here's the bottom line. You already know all that you need to succeed. You don't need to learn anything more. If all we needed was more information, everyone with the internet connection would live in a mansion, have abs of steel, and be blissfully happy. New or more information is not what you need. A new plan of action is. It's time to create new behaviors and habits that are oriented away from sabotage and towards success. It's that simple. Throughout this book, I mentioned resources I made available at thecompoundeffect.com. Please go there. Use them. This book and the tools I provided to support you offer the best of everything I've heard, seen, studied, and tried. It's the best of what we bring you every month as Success Magazine, all in one life-changing little book. And it is simple. Let's get started. So there is the intro to the Compound Effect. You can go ahead and order this book wherever you get your books. And then we will dig into chapter 1 next time that we get started. Okay, you guys have an amazing day on purpose. I'm going to stay cuddled in my purple blanket with my snuggly head on till my fireplace heats up down here. All right, y'all, take care. I'm Dr. J.